Steelers is 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Like 13, like 13. And a team. 22 Linda. 54 Linda. What? And 24 Linda.
Levis going to the air right away. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Levis looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. The Steelers at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
49 down, 22 Rita.
Levis looking to move him around a bit. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And Levis going back to the air. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Colston Loveland, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing here is May. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Danielle Hunter just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Looking to throw, May. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Steeler defense. It's quite a unit. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andrew McCouga. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Levis. That's complete. It's the rookie from USC. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Oh, he's got a bunker. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Emeka Egbuka, 33 yards. And the Steelers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down. You look at this Steeler defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 39. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Andrews' first catch, good for a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll throw with May. Checking this down to Stevenson. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson. his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Levis sets up to throw here.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Colston Loveland with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? Now the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Ravens first down.
To throw, it's May.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down. Here's May. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Swings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
May looking to run.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Reek Woolen. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now Levis.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this one is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And take it right on the 30. They juked him. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something which is wrong with the ball or the wind or something is funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
To the air, May. He'll dump this down to Stevenson.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
First down, Baltimore.
They run over center with Mitchell.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
2nd and 4. A short throw caught by Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They go play action now. May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. They'll throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. There's Robinson showing the flash. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
2nd and 7. May looking to run. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. It's taken to the 26. A 40-yard punt, giving 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Mike 54. Yeah, Mike 54. Touch. Short. Out on. 20 Rita. Canada. And 24 Linda.
Levis out of the shotgun now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, come on, come on. Here. 22 Linda. Tracy. Diamond. 29 down. 22 Rita. 22 Linda. 22 Linda.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Completes this one to Pickens.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Levis back to throw.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. 44 yards. And the Steelers are able to add on to that lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Ravens 10. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
16 yards. First down, Ravens.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. May looking to run. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Danielle Hunter getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Yeah, that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
May looking to run.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check out. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
22, 29.
Here's Levis.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
That's 0. 0. 18.
Levis looking to throw.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Running out of the gun here with Benson.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
15 more yards. That's another.
Levis, you get audible to something else.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. With now his second touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
Throwing here is May.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
A gain of 15.
An option give now to Mitchell. To about the 35, second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. He might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
We're going to throw. May. Now he's going to step up and run. And complete to Smith-Njigba.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
12 yards. And the Baltimore first down.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll look to throw here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
2nd and 15. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kevin Winston. And they can't bring him down.
And here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early. And sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And the Steelers first down.
Levis to throw it.
And he's got it.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
22 Linda.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
Now whistles here before the snap, but it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start.
Like 54. Diamond.
They go play action. Here's Levis. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Reek Willen. And the Steelers force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
Levis sets up to throw here.
Going up top.
And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Like 24. Short. 18. At 40 Linda.
Levis.
He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Yeah, like 54. 20. Hey, mayday. 40 Rita. Switch.
They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On play action, May. Checking this down to Stevenson.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down.
Off the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he stopped immediately there. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
They'll throw with May.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
22 Rita. And 24 Linda.
Now Levis.
He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Unable to corral him, he fights through.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
To the air, May.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw, it's May. That's into the hands of Iomanner.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
From the shotgun, it's May. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
First and goal.
Here's May. On the RPO, he'll keep. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25.
Ravens 24.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes scenario. Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker excellent?
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Open man is Ibuka. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team. So they'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? Taking it right down Broadway.
Inside the 10.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10.
Right 13.
Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the game. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them,